Hey, this is Ian from Billy Talent, and you are watching ribbit.TV.
So you guys have been conquered lots of Warped Tours throughout the years.
Yes.
Is this one any different from the others? Anything that stands out so far?
I feel definitely like we're one of the older bands on the tour. We haven't done a Warped Tour since 2006, so it's been 7 years for us. And the first one we did was in 2004. So it's it's pretty much the same as it was before.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think we're an older band now, and we're on our fourth record, and we've been around since 1993 actually.
Yeah.
We're in our 20th year. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the new record coming out, Dead Silence.
Yeah.
You guys are promoting it. So you've been around for about 20 years.
Yeah.
How's your writing evolved from your first album to now this one?
Well, the first 8 years we were called Pez, and it's the same four members, but we met in high school, and at that time it was really like an experimental stage for us. So the songwriting was way different than we just jam and have like 17 different weird parts in a song.
Yeah.
And when we changed the name to Billy Talent, we changed kind of the way we write and the songwriting process as well. We went in more of a aggressive rock direction, and so usually the songwriting starts with a riff on the guitar, and then vocal melodies will follow on a piano or something like that, and then once we finish a piece of music, then Ben and I will write the lyrics together.
So, like I said, you've been around a while. You've gone on a lot of tours, experienced a lot of fans, been on the road a lot. What's some of the craziest things you've seen on tour?
Well, we just played. I've seen a lot of crazy things on tour, but actually the coolest and craziest show I've ever seen was just about a month ago. We played with Rammstein in Germany, and they have the craziest live show I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
There's like fire, tons of fire, and a lot of crazy, cool theatrical things, but done with fire and lights and really cool stuff. So it was probably the best show I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds intense.
Yeah. It was.
You mentioned earlier that you guys changed your name after high school.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you pick Billy Talent to be the name?
We just thought it was a cool name. There was a movie that came from a book called Hardcore Logo, and we thought that every character it's about a fictional punk band that travels across Canada and after not being together for 10 years, so it's like a reunion tour.
Okay.
And it's really shitty, and they have to, like it's in the middle of the winter and stuff like that. And all the band members have funny names, like the singer's name is Joe Dick, and the guitar player's name was Billy Talent. So we thought it was a cool name, and it was Canadian. It was from a well-known movie and book, and we just thought it was a cool, arrogant kind of punk rock name.
Yeah. So, do you guys read a lot?
Yeah, we do.
Are you reading anything right now?
Yeah, actually, I'm reading a book called Music from Big Pink, which is it's a book by John Nevin that it's kind of like a fiction. It's factional, so it's part truth and part fiction, but it's about everything that happened in the late '60s in the Catskills, Woodstock area of upstate New York, and it revolves around the band, backing band of Bob Dylan, and it's a really cool story.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one. So you guys have basically been doing Billy Talent your whole lives.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, what do you think you would be doing right now if Billy Talent wasn't around?
I always would be playing music regardless, because I love music and I've been playing it since I was a kid. But before we all decided to quit our jobs and leave, I used to be a computer animator. So I used to work on cartoon series and visual effects and stuff like that for film.
That sounds fun still. Not as fun as being in a band, but still sounds fun.
Yeah, it's fun, yeah. But it beats, sitting in front of the computer all day. It's nice.
Definitely.
Nice playing on a stage.
What is a crazy fan story? Have you ever met? I'm sure you've encountered lots of them. It's been all over. So has it been that one that just stands out? That's like if you saw him again, you'd recognize him.
This kid in Thunder Bay one time, he was right in front of us, and we were playing this place, and in between songs, he was like yelling, "Hey, grab my eyeball!" I'm like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And then he pulled his eyeball out of his head, like it was a glass eye, and he pulled it up, and he's like, "Here, take it." And so I actually picked it up, and I was like, "That's a glass eye." And then he took it and put it back in his eye. We carried on the show. So that's probably the strangest thing that's ever happened during the show.
I don't even know what I would do if I saw that. I'd be like, I don't want your eye, I'm sorry.
It's real. It was kind of cool, though. It looked real. It was,
Well, yeah, but...
yeah, they did a good job on it.
Oh. Alright, guys, that's me hanging out with Billy Talent, signing up from Warped Tour St. Louis.
Like a fire, don't need more time. Like a dream, he's a lion. Like a riot, don't need no done. Like a madman, needs a matter. We don't need them, we don't need them. We don't need them, we don't need them. We don't need them.
This is the only thing that I really got right here. This little wound. It was pretty interesting. Probably the highlight of the entire tour for me.
And then Jonathan was riding the bike. He was chasing this girl named Beth, and she was like, "Don't chase me!" And he was like, "I'll get you." And so he had his gloves on. These are the same gloves he was wearing during the accident.
That's blood.
That's the black blood. And but as you can see on his, can I demonstrate?